I am James the Box Office Artist, and welcome to... This is going to be a lot of fun. So this is another commission, but it's actually more of a design session. Because one of my followers, his name's Rob, really nice guy. He's actually got some commissions from me before, and his wife actually got me to draw a piece for him for the holidays last year. So I'm going to be seeing them at TFCon. By the time you're watching this, I would have already met them, so hopefully everything went well. But the whole fun part with this one was he has a 1977 Pontiac Firebird that they would like me to draw as a Transformer. So this is going to be a lot of fun because it's like a design challenge as well. So I am going to be drawing him a Pontiac Firebird 1977 as a Transformer. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Now I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures down below, and these are pictures that his wife sent to me. Now looking at the pictures here, you know, it's pretty standard type car. So I guess for me it's all about exactly how much I want to put in this particular piece here. So what I want to do first of all is come up with a pose for this. Now I don't want to cheat them and do a pose where I cover everything. I want them to see. Well, one of the most interesting thing is it has to be recognizable. The car has to be recognizable for this to work. So I do want to do a fun little pose for him, but like an action type pose, but something that they would recognize. So I'm gonna work on the pose first, and then go in and then work on the actual what's it called, design of it, what everything's going to be. So maybe I'll just do something simple, like he's just standing here. Maybe I'll bring him up a little bit higher, but I want to make sure that you could see. So then I will make a big foot here in the front and have this going on more in the back here. Now, it might be one of those things where, you know, maybe keep it like jazz, where the doors are up here, okay? So, as you can see, you can already see the beginnings of this. So, right now, I'm going to take a look at the car and see what are the major distinguishing features of this Pontiac Firebird. Of course, the actual Pontiac symbol, that would probably has to be prevalent in this. But at the same time, I want to see what there's interesting things I could do. Like, for example, should I separate the front a little bit, which I actually kind of want to do. It's very similar to the movie Bumblebee in that sense. But I do want the Pontiac Firebird, Pontiac symbol in the front. So maybe I could do something where it kind of separates. Like that. And then have the bottom part, have that actually come out like this at the bottom. So this will have a very kind of a movie feel, so kind of a movie Transformer feel to it. So actually I'm just kind of roughing out, thinking about that, you know. So whenever you're designing a character and something like this, like a robot, I personally like to, you know, you have places where there's less detail, and then places there are more detail. That's what you want to do. You don't want to just have everything like lines everywhere. And I know that sounds weird coming from me, but you do want like heavy plates, and then in between, that's where you actually have your detail. So like you have areas of less detail and areas of high detail as well. So I would think let's make the doors. Let's do it. Keep it simple in that sense. Keep it very jazz-like, where I would have the doors up like this. Okay, and then the great thing is I could just make the arms any way I want them to be, and under the guise of, hey, you know, we don't know what they in particular look like. Back there, I'm actually pretty excited about this. This is fun, and I get to make a cool looking head here. So the good thing is, like this, we got the front part of the front of the car here, and then these kind of act like a rib cage, really. But again, I have a lot of leeway now to kind of do exactly what I want. So right now I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, add a little bit more detail. So I'm gonna go a little bit more detailed with the actual red pencil here, just so I kind of understand where everything's gonna go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start inking away at this. So let's do that right now. I roughed it out, and I realized like the front part here, like this whole part here, this makes or breaks it. Okay, so all of this stuff doesn't really matter too much. This is what makes or breaks it. This whole chest area here. So if I don't get this right, it's not going to work out. So I actually googled some pictures of this Pontiac Firebird just to get as accurate as I can. Now I still want it separated. And the reason I still want to separate is just for the leeway, just so it's not this one big hunk of piece. I could break it up a little bit. So, but I decided before I had this bottom part like kind of hanging down, I decided against it now. I'm going to keep it all one piece because I want this. If this doesn't feel like it, then the whole thing goes down. Especially because this is not in color. If this was in color, it'd be a different story. I could probably get away with a little bit more things. But because it's not in color, then this has to be perfect. Okay, and then I could pretty much make up whatever I want everywhere else, but this needs to be perfect. So I roughed this out, and I'm actually going to go ahead and start drawing this now. Probably going to start with the symbol here and then draw that here. I'll probably use a little thicker. Maybe I'll use a 3 as opposed to the 1. And yeah, wish me luck. let's get going. Okay, so I pretty much drew this, and I'm okay with it for now. I'll probably go back and detail it some more, but right now I'm gonna go ahead with the 8, and then get all the big detail out of the way. Okay, so all the bigger design detail, what's going on here. And again, the great thing about this is I can make it up for the most part. This was the most important part. If this looked right, I could probably get away with a lot of stuff at the bottom, but especially with my time constraints and everything, I want to make sure that I give Rob the best bang for the buck type thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start laying out all the giant plates. Okay, and then that's when you get into, for example, I could do something like this. Okay, so these I would consider giant plates, and then go in here. This is where all the tiny itty bitty bits of detail would go. I would go here like this, for example, something like that, and then I would go ahead and add more stuff around here like this. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get all those little plates out of the way, then go in with a Sharpie and actually add all those little details and refine details to all of those things. So let's do that right now. Okay, so I kind of roughed out all the general areas, so you can see all the big plates that are here. So again, very rough. I like to call this penciling with the ink pen, as we say now. You might as well with the face that I gave him. Originally, I gave him eyes, but then I was trying to do something that kind of felt like in the area of the symbol, the Pontiac symbol. So that's why I went with this, and now it looks a little bit like jazz. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. So here's the next steps. Now I'm actually going to go in and actually detail up all these innards here, and then black out the outline, kind of like I did like this. So probably do that first. I'll black out the outline, then do the inner details, and then do the refined details, and then we will go from there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I started like blacking out certain areas here, and from what you guys see on the screen, especially because it's smaller, it looks okay, small. But you know, looking at its size as like it's like I feel it needs a ton more detail than what I have here going. So I'm just adding just a little bit more black here before I go in. I'm probably gonna go in with a 3 size pen and just start adding little details here and there. Well, actually now looking at it, maybe I'll do my black border first. I might do the black border first, and then go ahead and yeah, do the black border, get that out of the way, and then it's all about the details. That's all it is, you know. And then it's like the most I can add within, just say 30 minutes, whatever I could add in there in 30 minutes, and then we are good to go. Definitely needs more, especially for my standards. So I might as well go ahead, because I don't think I'll be adding anything else like sticking out or anything like that. So I might as well just go ahead, fill in the background, and then I will go ahead and finalize all these little itty bitty details with everything. So let's do that. So there you have it. That is me designing this Pontiac Firebird. There it is. A lot of fun to do for sure. I just hope they're okay with the jazz face. And again, the reason I did that is because to me it felt extremely similar to the Pontiac. Symbol here, so that's why I felt it fits. So hopefully they like that. But as you can see, the bigger plates and then concentrating the detail, I think that is actually the most important part when it comes to the design, is concentrating your detail in certain areas, and then but leaving like the bigger boulders plates, right? And I think that would help it a lot. So I decided, just for fun, and now they didn't pay me to do this, but I decided to add a little bit of color, because I think color really hits it home, exactly, you know, trying to make it look like their actual car. So I had decided to throw some quick colors on here. Now I just did a regular cut style here with a little bit of effects at the end, so nothing too special, but this is something that the coloring style that's mainly used in Transformers comic books, so nothing too crazy. But this only took me about half an hour to do, 45 minutes, but I just wanted to quickly do a little color test, and pretty happy with the way it turned out. Of course I could have worked a little bit more on it, but I don't have a lot of time, so Tammy and Rob don't know I'm doing this, so hopefully they will enjoy it. This was a ton of fun to do, so thank you so much to Rob and Tammy. Great couple, great Transformers fans, so thank you guys for that. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please continue following me on social media, all of that jazz. And my name is James. I'm the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.